Hello, happy Wednesday. I'm Alexia, and we are going to be doing something new. So, one day out of the week, we are going to have our book of the day, read of the day. So, today's book is Reallionaire by Farrah, and it is 9 Steps to Becoming Rich from the Inside Out. So we'll be reading just a snippet of the book just so you can get an idea of what it's like, if it's something that you're interested in reading. And we'll be doing this more often, even the books that we've posted on the page, just so that you can get a grasp of what type of book it is. And if it's something that you're interested in, you can let us know and reach out to us, and we'll let you know how to grab a copy of these books if you don't already have them. So we'll be focusing on the chapter that's called Be Emotionally Prepared to Handle Failure. How my biggest disappointment turned into a life-changing opportunity because I took responsibility and moved forward. From the outside in, our family appeared to have received a serious blow when Mom suffered her heart attack. We were all deeply concerned about her health and speedy recovery. We'd turned a blind eye to her years of working too much. Now we realized that what had happened to her hadn't only happened to her, it had happened to all of us. And it could happen to all of us. Mom had worked herself nearly to death before the age of 50, and I could see the tendencies for us all to become workaholics if we weren't careful. Every family develops its own lifestyle, habits, and patterns, and our family was no exception. The root principles of love, truth, honor, and honest communication were interwoven into our family fabric, but so was a work ethic that could lead to burnout. As my cousin Brees would say, in my humble opinion, someone needed to communicate to Mom that her counterproductive behavior had put her health and well-being at risk. It's hard to tell your mom that her choices haven't been in her best interest, especially when you know her heart was in the right place. But Mom had told us that she never wanted us to be the last to know of any situation with her children. In other words, she didn't want to find out something about one of her children from someone else. And she never wanted us to avoid giving her tough love if she were ever in danger. We had gotten to this point. The news of her heart attack sent shockwaves through our close-knit family. Our mother, our first teacher and example, had gone against one life law she taught her children. Take care of your health first and foremost. I'll read that again. Take care of your health first and foremost. One more time. Take care of your health first and foremost. Like most women of her generation, particularly Black women, Mom had chosen to take care of everyone else but had neglected herself. Anytime someone suggested that she slow down or take it easy, she rejected it. I'm fine, she'd say. And we'd accept that answer until the next time she appeared to be suffering. I don't know what we expected. Mom was simply doing what women of her time did. They ran on. If they got tired, they kept running. If they got weary, they kept running. She'd grown up seeing women who had incredible strength and stamina, women who, like her, never took a day off. As the eldest of 4 children, she'd learned to be responsible and caring. Those behaviors had carried over into her life as a mother of 5. For years, she has shouldered the responsibility of mother and surrogate father to me and my siblings. I don't think she expected that it would catch up with her. We were so used to seeing her work and work, we didn't know what to do when she wasn't working. Mom's condition appeared to take a toll on Kiki and Andre, who struggled with how to approach her. You know how she can be, I heard Andre tell Kiki one night after Mom had gone to bed. She's stubborn. I stood at the doorway listening to their conversation, fully aware of what they were saying. Someone needed to have a little chat with Mighty Mom. I was the baby of the family, but somewhere in my heart I felt she'd listen to me. Grandma even agreed to co-sign the deal. It was not going to be easy, that was for sure. Mom was famous for reminding us that she was only 4 generations removed from slavery and that complaining was not in her vocabulary. Sleep didn't come easy for me that night, but the next morning I mustered up the strength to approach Mom. The rest of the family was either at school or work, which gave me the perfect opportunity to talk to her. I knocked on her bedroom door. "Who's there?" she asked. "Me." "Me who?" she said, laughing. "Me." "Oh, that me. Come on in." I entered the stillness of her room, her music playing softly in the background. She was reading a book. "How are you feeling?" I asked. "Pretty good. Be back to work in no time," she said, smiling. Perfect, I thought. She's going to toss me out of here on my butt like a bouncer. "Mama?" I said. "Yeah, baby." "Can I talk to you about something?" "You can talk to me about anything, you know that." That was exactly what I wanted to hear. Maybe I wouldn't get bounced. I sat on the side of her bed and cleared my throat. "I was thinking." "That's good. I like hearing that," she said. "I was thinking that maybe since you had a heart attack, a big one, that maybe you shouldn't work so much right now, you know?" The words weren't flowing like butter the way they had when I practiced in the mirror, but I wasn't going to let up. Mom peered through me. "I see," she said. "I want you to be here when I get big, and if you have another heart attack, you might not be here," I said, tearing up. Mom's book was resting on her lap. She moved it aside and pulled me closer to her. "I'm not going to have another heart attack, Farrah." You might if you keep working so much," I said as she rubbed my back. "Why can't you just work one job? Why do you have to travel so much? Why?" "I don't," she said. I was shocked. "You're right. I don't have to work that much. I just don't know how not to." Mom pulled my face toward hers. "Farrah, I've worked all of my life. Even when I was your age, I worked. We never had enough food. We were always trying to make ends meet. I swore that my family would never have to live like that." "But you're going to die," I said. I could barely get those words out. Mom must have seen the sheer terror in my eyes because something changed. We exchanged a long stare. It was the kind where no words are necessary. You just know what the other person is thinking and feeling. Mom took a deep breath and let out a heavy sigh. Okay, Farrah," she said, consoling me. "I understand. Mama will do better." Arrangements were made for an apartment in Scottsdale, Arizona, so she could be within driving distance of Grandma and my brothers, Alex and Jonathan. They didn't fly into the Windy City with Grandma to pick up Mom because they were attending school, but we were in constant phone contact with them. Andre was able to sublet our Chicago apartment. Kiki and I sold some of our household items to folks in the building. Shortly after Mom was released from the hospital, we were efficiently packed and ready to head toward the airport. It was a deja vu moment. I left with Mom and Grandma for Phoenix. Kiki and Andre were going back to London. What a difference 24 months had made. I will stop there. So, again, this chapter is on how to be emotionally prepared to handle failure. And there is a quote that says, "No one can make you feel inferior without your permission." So being emotionally prepared to handle different things that happen in our lives is very important. And this was just an example of something that could happen that you are not prepared for, that wasn't a part of the plan. And, how you prepare, how you handle it will determine the outcome of it. So again, our book for the day is Reallionaire by Farrah Gray, 9 Steps to Becoming Rich from the Inside Out. If you don't have a copy of this book, I suggest you grab one. It is a really great read, and it's good for all ages, youth and up. All right, so that is all for today. Thank you for tuning in. For those who will watch this later, we hope to have you back again. Until next time, have a great Wednesday and a great rest of your week.